Oleksander Usyk targets Parker Wardley winner. Fury Trilogy is off the table. Yes. And it should be. Okay, that's an easy counterpunch. And this is what Sergey Lapine had to say. He said, third fight with Tyson Fury, Lapine says that chapter is already closed. Okay? As far rising star Moses Atoma, Usyk is keeping his options open, but Atoma will need more experience before challenging a legend. You know what? We'll leave that for another video, that last part, because that's a whole nother video. This shit right here is to talk about two things. One, the formation or the normal or the proper formation of how fights or how the sport's supposed to go. The champion is supposed to wait for the interim champion between the two interim champions. This is a special event because we got Joseph Parker, the WBO interim. We have Fabio Wardley, the WBA interim. And we have those guys clashing to see who deserves the right of passage to get up to that top of the pearly gates to take on the king. Okay? The top of the mountain. You know what I mean? And it's gated until somebody comes a decisive winner. Okay? Because one thing we haven't talked about, what if this is a war? What if this is a war of will and this is a Fabio Wardley versus a Frazier Clark, but then another guy? This is another classic back and forth, you know, I want it, leave it all in the ring type of fight. What if it's like that? Well, they may have to fight again, to be fair. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to just give it to somebody that may not deserve it because there's so many people over here that thought he lost versus people that thought he won. And it's a back and forth contentious situation. All right. So we don't want that. But I like that idea. I do like Usyk looking at the right way of how he's supposed to be looking at it. The proper way. And I like that. But you know, him saying that Tyson Fury is off the table, that's closed. I like the decisiveness of that. That took someone that was tired of the bullshit. I don't know about you guys, but I know I'm tired. I'm up to here with Tyson and Oleksander Usyk and should there be a trilogy fight and all of this shit you're hearing from Tyson. It's almost like I'm thinking to myself, you selfish cunt. You know what I mean? How selfish could you be to try to want to fight after retiring? What the fuck? Why would you retire and think you could come back to fight someone? And I'm going to tell you the problem now that we allowed at the time. However, it shouldn't have ever happened. And you know what the fuck that was? That was Tyson Fury in 2018 coming to fight Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder wasn't so accustomed to trying to choose and pick or be smarter at cherry picks, we wouldn't have had this type of bullshit going down. It's Wilder's fault. It's Shelly Finkel's fault. It's that Team Wilder's fault. They were the ones that gave Tyson Fury a sense of entitlement. That's right, entitlement. See, him doing what he did, think about Tyson Fury in the last 6 years. I'm sorry. Think about him in the last 7 years. Think about what he did in 18. This motherfucker took a 3-year hiatus. He fights two nobodies, Pianetta and some other fucking guy, right? Schwartz, I think. No, Schwartz was in 2019. Two guys that we never heard of, okay? Until Tyson fought him. And then when he fought him, he gets a shot at Deontay Wilder. You know, and everybody knows, if you were following boxing by then, Dillian White, the WBC interim champion, the same belt that Aget Caballero owns right now, should have had that opportunity. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. What ended up happening is this fucking guy comes in and gets an opportunity because they let him get the opportunity. And since then, he's felt that he's entitled. Why? Because he went in, did a good job, didn't get knocked out, almost got knocked out, right? If he did for a second, and then they fought again. So you got another opportunity to fight Deontay Wilder for the WBC. Meanwhile, other people that deserved it didn't get it. And it's all Mauricio's chicken shit fault. We know that. However, what is that doing for Tyson Fury, really? What is that doing for him? That's spoiling this motherfucker. That's getting him the mindset to say, hey, I can do whatever I want. So what did he do? He fought and beat Wilder. Got the WBC belt. He had negotiations to fight AJ, and they were looking all around the world trying to find venues and this and that and the other. And in the last minute, he fights Deontay Wilder, right? Then if he fights him the next year, then he fights Dillian White. And guess what he does? He fucking retires again. But when he retires again, right? What happens? He still keeps the WBC. How the fuck does that? How do you make that happen? Entitlement, people. Entitlement. Okay? Then what does he really do? He goes and fights a freak fight with Francis Ngannou. Then he finally signs a fight with who? The undisputed or the unified champion at the time, Oleksander Usyk, the only other champion in the division that actually earned his shit because he was actually defending his shit. Unlike you, Tyson, fighting a guy that never been in the fucking ring before. You want him in there. And you supposed to be the best fighter that ever came out his mom's vajayjay, but yet you're gonna fight a guy that you never fought before. So you see what I'm saying? But but what happened? I retired, I come back, I do whatever the fuck I want. I retire, I come back, I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm sick of seeing this. So I am glad that Sergey Lapine, Team Usyk, has put their foot down and said, fuck these fights. We're not fighting him a third time. We've beat him already twice, just like we beat Dubois twice, just like we beat Joshua twice. We've done that. So that case is closed, and it should be based on the formation of how they normally do things. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be. And I like it, and I love it. Because Tyson Fury could eat crow. Go make your legacy or make yourself unboard by fighting someone else. Oh, you don't want to fight AJ because, that's too much of a risk. Because we don't really know how that fight will go, people. All I do know is the people that he wanted to avoid or didn't avoid or had hell and high water fighting, like Usyk, like Joshua. When he fought Usyk, what happened? Usyk kicked his ass. You know what I mean? When Joe Joyce was just knocking people down left and right, did he want to fight Joe Joyce? Nope. He sure the fuck didn't. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's nothing that he really did to earn anything. It's all a sense of entitlement. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't Tyson Fury retire from the sport if he knew all I got to do, sit back, do a little blow, slam some chicks, get drunk here and there, go to the gym when I want to, and then I can call Frank and say, hey, Frank, I want to come back to the sport and fight for a championship. Why wouldn't he do that if he's been doing that? You see what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm saying? This is what it is. So I do appreciate Team Usyk for focusing on the people that actually matter, that stay consistent in the sport of boxing, that's doing what they supposed to do, that's doing what he, I guess, used to do, or hopefully about to do, and that's that's stay sharp, stay focused, and stay alert for the up and coming, clear and present danger. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Team Usyk shutting down a possible third fight with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!